Who's the professor in Pokemon Legends Arceus? Daisugi? What the? Yeah, and that is a type of tree. What the heck? And are there any changes to legendaries in general with Diamond Pearl remakes or Legends Arceus? Although I've not seen any form changes for DIALGA PALKIA, expect them to come. I've heard whispers about them. Ah yes, Leaks. Home to some of the most credible leaks I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so trolling aside, yesterday a pretty interesting Legends Arceus leak came out on Reddit. I read it up and I was gonna share it with you guys, but the dude did a Q&A, so I wanted to wait until that was over to make this video. So here we are, and let's check it out. So below is everything I've seen in Pokemon Legends Arceus as the end of May. The main character does have a rival. Their gender corresponds with the gender of your main character. The one I was able to see was the female one, not Dawn. New character with silver hair. Rival guides you to Professor Oak's lab, introduces you to battle mechanics. He isn't exactly a rival yet, but later in the story they are competing to reach Mount Coronet before you. Game contains Breath of the Wild-like quests, all of which giving small lore details and items. There's one quest in the starting village where you have to stop a Carnivine from eating a bunch of crops. It's really cute. You unlock new Pokeballs by crafting new technology with apricorns and these strange stick things. You start only with having base Pokeballs until a little later in the game. Wild Pokemon battles are mostly optional. However, some Pokemon are aggravated by footsteps being too close to them. They will initiate battles. There's a lot of sea in the game, surprising as there wasn't that much in Diamond and Pearl. You could ride on an exploration support Pokemon to cross places with water. ESPs are recruited from different laboratories across Sinnoh. Your main goal is to reach Mount Coronet and discover the legend of Arceus. The ESPs act like gym badges that stop main quest progression. More info in a later post. The Pokédex isn't really here. It's more of a findings log. The catch-em-all thing isn't a predominant goal in the game. There are these amazing areas that contain rare Pokemon. One place was a ruin with dragon bones scattered around it containing a Gible Garchomp, depending on how far you got in the game, all of which is catchable as soon as you leave the professor's lab. That's all I could remember seeing from the game. It's still in the works. Things may be changed, removed, or added at any time after this has been posted. So there are some comments and stuff and a whole other thread we're going to check out, but let's pick apart this one first and then we'll move on to the next. So as traditional games, there's always a rival. Breath of the Wild like quest, that's actually really cool and really interesting, like typical RPGs. That would be awesome. Maybe like a quest log would be amazing. I would love to see that. We get the lore of apricorns, which originated in Johto. I don't remember apricorns in Sinnoh. Were they? I forget. But I know obviously they were Heart Gold, Soul Silver because those were Johto remakes, so that's cool. Wild Pokemon battles are mostly optional. It's pretty similar, although they will hunt you down and try to kill you if you aggravate them. And apparently there was a lot of sea. I guess it all got absorbed by something, perhaps, if this is true. And then they got the ride Pokemon, which is nice. The Pokedex not being the main end-all be-all is very interesting. I hope they focus more on quest and Breath of the Wild like things. That would be amazing. And even with the rare Pokemon, we saw those photos that were leaked from like rare weird Pokemon. People were thinking it was a new type of creature thing. So hopefully those would be the type of battles that the poster is talking about here. All right, so moving on, Pokemon Legends main story is summed up by the same guy, the same leaker rumor dude. So we read the first post. I don't have much, but I'll keep it simple. After initial tutorial events, main character finds a piece of what seems like a broken wind instrument. I think that's the Azure flute, right? Or am I trolling? This is an educated guess since I actually haven't seen much before of the flute fragment, but I assume that you go around finding pieces of this flute and bring it back to the main lab. This is where you craft it and go and summon Arceus. Okay, yeah, so Azure flute, lol. Ties in with the ESP main story progression boundaries, diving underwater, climbing mountains, all to get pieces of the flute. We did see that in the leak, so this definitely combines together here with the leak right now and the leaks in the pictures. I'd love to hear your theories on how the story can be driven. All I know is that Mount Coronet is the end goal and the flute pieces play a pretty large role. Think of them as pieces of the Triforce or something. That's actually an interesting way to put it. Now, again, this guy could be just insanely creative and made all this up, but still, it is a very, very good rumor post here. Maybe this flute you talk about is a reimagination of the Azure flute, blah blah blah. Unfortunately, no complete flute was found, only little orange fragments. I'm certain it read flute fragment or something along those lines. The reason I didn't post this info with the other info is because it's not really confirmed. There are fragments, but I have no clue what it does. The other post contains info that is completely confirmed. Going on to the Q&A now. Hi there. I'm responsible for creating the post found here, which we have read. I'll be answering your questions about the game to the best of my ability, so ask away. No, I don't know everything about Pokemon Legends Arceus. Arceus, but I can definitely give some cool info. Very nice. Let's check it out, boys. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Genocide. Here's a list of Pokemon plus their evolutions seen in the promotional art footage for Legends Arceus. Did you happen to see any others not listed here, or perhaps any new forms? Here's a link to the same list with images if it helps. All of these check out, but I assure you the entire Sinnoh Dex in Pokemon Legends Arceus minus some legendaries. Maybe a magma-filled mountain is mentioned, so I bet Heatran is in the game too. Endgame. Some Unova Pokemon are out there. I've seen Deerling several times. Very cool. Also, no Porygon as of now. Very interesting. So they haven't seen a Porygon yet in the game. Nova Pokemon are out there. That's a relief then. I was starting to get worried that only Gen 5 plus Pokemon in the game would be Rowlet. Did you see any 6 plus Mons at all? I'd love to answer that, they say, but my memory fails me. I don't recollect seeing any Kalos Mons. The entire Sinnoh Dex implies the existence of Pokemon such as Magnezone and Porygon Z. How are they explained if this takes place in the past? It shouldn't be possible for the Porygon line to exist. That's actually a good point, and that makes sense that they haven't seen Porygon. Wow, that's actually cool. That kind of coincides here. You did a great fake leak. I agree. Okay, let's see what you say about new forms, new Pokemon, new battle mechanics. In regards to this, I haven't really seen any new forms for the Pokemon present in Pokemon Legends Arceus. However, when I saw several renditions of the battle UI HUD, there was something grayed out, something to keep in mind. Very safe answer, but thank you. I'll look into it more. How much do you know about Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl? And can you explain the King battle mechanic in PLA? So if you don't know the King battle mechanic, that was what we showed earlier with like the epic raid battle with the yellow bar and the new Pokemon. I know a small amount of things regarding the public hasn't seen before for Diamond and Pearl remakes. I know that the main framework of the game is completed and that there's a mystery gift being sent out when it launches. That's all I know. I've actually saw that on Twitter too. I don't know if Twitter got it from this though. Also, Legends Arceus has a Final Fantasy remake turn-based mode sort of feel to it in battles. You're able to freely move your Pokemon and attack in the same turn. The mechanics aren't too in-depth. Will Arceus talk in the cutscenes? That's something I don't know. It's insinuated that Arceus could talk in one of the beta cuts, but take that with a grain of salt. How long is the game? I've seen a bug testing session last about 3 hours, and still after that, the player didn't cover even a quarter of Sinnoh's geographical area. This game is big. The wild areas in Sword and Shield were such garbage because of how small they were and how quickly the player could cover up the entire map. Fret not, they say. Tell me about the villains and their motivations. I've not seen any villains so far. However, there's an emphasis on the Distortion World. Apologies on the terrible image, but yeah, Distortion World makes an appearance. Expect an evil team. That's literally just a crop of the earlier leaked images. LMAO, using an images that was leaked months ago, you're definitely someone just playing with the fan base. Sorry, never said it was a new leak or anything. That's just only the snippet I could find for the appropriate project. Yeah, but you literally just used a leaked image to confirm your leak to try and give you some bit of validity. I guess we'll see, but leaning towards all this being fake, especially the amounts of info you spilled and keep spilling in your Q&A. Not everyone is aware previously, that's why I attached images. Also, yeah, I mean, using already available information that the public is familiar with to showcase in this leak is, I don't know why Con Yeezy is nitpicking that. That's what I would do too, right? So nobody actually finds out who I am. I'll just use what's publicly available instead of giving out insider information that would get me fired or whatever. You know, not really defending vegetable feed here, but just like anyone in general. Yeah, but who are the villains? Let's just say Sinnoh recreationalist, as they say, bet. As I mentioned, I don't see any villains as of yet. There will be voice acting, maybe a narrator. I don't know. Narrative speaks to the beginning of the game. That's all I've heard so far. Are there new Pokemon animations in the game? Or at least they're improved from the previous games? Very much improved. Physical attacks are so much more expensive. Oh, I hope it's true. It really does sound wonderful. I will assume that the animations seen in the trailer were placeholders, right? To be honest, the trailer ones were pretty good. We're just thankful physical moves hit the Pokemon literally already. LMAO. Yeah, I personally found the animations very good though, and I didn't have an issue with the animations before Gen 8 as the HG made them more noticeable. There was really no excuse. And even then, they only needed to touch up some idle animations in most physical ones so that they can make contact, which isn't that hard considering they could just move the Pokemon and use their walk animation and their physical attack animation. The game looks like what I've always wanted from a Pokemon game. Here's to hoping they don't mess it up. Ah ha ha ha. Exactly, agree with everything you said. Ha 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 ha. What is the situation regarding the other starters other than Cyndaquil, Rowlet, Oshawott, and Turtwig, Piplup, Chimchar? Are at least Totodile and Chikorita in? And what will become of Tepig, Snivy, Litten, Poplio, and what about the Kanto and Hoenn starters? And what about the fossils? And the Porygon line? This guy is just... I feel like I could feel his anxiety through this question. I've seen Trico. Also, fossils are here. And good point, I've not seen Porygon. Fossil Pokemon, I should say, not fossils themselves. Okay, that's pretty dope. Albite, what's the complete plot you've seen so far? Do abilities make a return? Why are the starters those three? Do they get any buffs or new moves from their base games? What percent of the game have you seen? What's your favorite and least favorite thing you've seen? It's a really good question, actually. Abilities are back, some are tweaked. Those starters are due to the professor's travels across many regions. That's as much info as we get. All moves perform the same. including status effects, etc. Hard to put in perspective. I've seen moments from the start, middle, and the end, but separate percentages for each one. Favorite equal dragon layers, least favorite lack of NPCs in certain areas, forests, etc. Oh, that's unfortunate, actually. Okay, cool. Do you know how the game ends? Do you really want to be spoiled? Yeah, I wouldn't even want to know that answer, to be honest. I wouldn't even put that in the video. Holy God. All right, boys, strap in. Sorry in advance. This is a lot, but does the rest of the Cyndaquil line have flames on their models? Yes, actually. Which starter does the rival choose? The rival chooses the stronger mon. You choose first. As always, then the rival chooses the one stronger to yours. Is Dastari darker than normal or more standard? As what I've seen, it's a little bleaker due to the feudal setting. What roles do DIALGA and PALKIA serve? Not sure. What's the name of the main villain? Not sure. How does the story end? Not sure. Are there shiny Pokemon? Most definitely. Will there be a connection to Pokemon Home? I've not seen any functionality. We're still in bug testing phases, but it's 99% sure to be planned. He's kind of right on with bug testing. I've talked to people from the stream and a guy I've worked with as well who did bug testing, and they literally just sit there and do the same animation over and over. Like in Smite, they'll just do the same ability, the same ultimate over and over and over in different areas for hours on end trying to find a bug. So this does kind of add up. Anyways, what's the goal of the villains? Distortion World, most likely. Something to do with summoning Giratina once again. Take that with a grain of salt. Is there a reward for completing the decks? Not sure. Haven't seen that yet. Why are we the ones making the decks in the first place? The main character is someone who could travel up to Mount Coronet. They're special, so they are viewed as the only one alongside your rival to make the decks. Of course, makes sense. Are the fossils going to be less common? I've not seen any fossils, only fossil Pokemon. And that would make sense as well too. Are there any other cross-regional Pokemon given to you? Trade NPCs exist, so I'd assume so. Oh, that's really cool actually. Do we see these starters at all? Not sure, but I've seen Trico. Are we originally from Sinnoh? We are, to my knowledge, like the main character. That's cool. Any new moves? Definitely. Nice. Any new abilities? Definitely. Is our rival nice or a jerk? Playful jerk. It's a competition to race to meet Mount Coronet and discover Arceus. Nice. Do you catch any of the legendaries? Not from my knowledge. Whispers about Heatran though. What role does the Lake Trio serve? I actually don't know. Do we see any other legendaries outside of Sinnoh? No. Do we see any Regis? No. Any mentions of the other regions? Yeah, Unova, Johto, and Alola are all named. Obviously, right? I guess that makes sense because the starters. Any ancestors of notable characters? Not that I'm aware of other than our main characters. Does the spinning feature from Sword and Shield return? Not seen any bug tester do the spin thing. Maybe. Which console was running that game? All I saw was the base Switch. That's actually a really good question. Are the graphics okay? Graphics are beautiful. Any lag moments? Slight lag in Eternal Forest? Oh no. Is there a catastrophic event that drastically changes the landscape? Not that I'm aware of. Favorite new move animation? It's going to sound stupid, but actually Cyndaquil's Ember looks really cool in this game. That's actually nice. Okay. And again, that would add up because if they're bug testing early stages and whatever, Ember is like one of the first moves you get. And that's more of me wanting to believe this. Obviously, there's a huge, more than likely chance it's all crazily fake, but I like how much they're sticking with it if this is fake. So I don't know what happened. They edited the post 9 hours ago and they asked a lot of questions you can see here, but the response is every time I've seen the game being played, the whiteboard TV thing has been muted. I'll look into it some more. And I guess that was in response to, do you have your own house where you could sleep? Are we getting DLC with the remaining Pokemon and Megas for Sword and Shield? I've heard nothing about that. Yeah, there's no reason they would. Albeit, how are the graphics and frame rate looking compared to the reveal trailer? Is the world more filled with things to do, or does it still look empty, mostly empty? Beautiful. The graphics that I was seeing for a good portion of the bug testing run were great, ran smoothly, especially in more open areas. There's a healthy mix of both vibrant, exciting events / things to do, and also desolate places and mountain ranges. I'll say this straight off, Sinnoh is not barren. There's loads to do. Do you know anything about DIALGA PALKIA form changes, and are there any changes to legendaries in general with Diamond Pearl remakes or Legends Arceus? Although I've not seen any form changes for DIALGA PALKIA, expect them to come. I've heard whispers about them. Another few questions. Will the starters in Legends Arceus get any special forms or changes to them? All the starters are completely normal. No new forms for what I've seen. Are the cities and towns we see in Diamond Pearl Platinum in Legends Arceus, or at least a different version of them? If Sunny Shore is just a small town by the sea in the game. Hearthome is mentioned by a traveling battler NPC. Not seen what it looks like yet. All towns, villages look very different and hold little resemblance to Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Do Arceus and Giratina get new forms? Is Giratina an antagonist in this game since it was banished for its violence by Arceus? Arceus is normal. I know nothing about Giratina. Why do the main characters' clothes look like they have a Team Galactic logo on them? The Galactic logo thing is actually the lab logo. I don't really know anything about why it looks similar to the Galactic's logo, but I have my theories. The fossil Pokemon from Diamond, Pearl, Platinum look different in this game. Fossil Pokemon are the same, unfortunately. And off-topic one, how are you actually able to see this game and know things about it? In regard to your last question, Hot Coffee, I'll let you decipher what that means on your own. After seeing the current overall negative stance by fans on the games, do you think the games will beat people's expectations. By far, fans of all ages will enjoy the game. Nice. Do you know how many Pokemon will be in the game, or if many Pokemon you couldn't find in the original games will be present? Expect most, if not all, non-legendary Sinnoh Pokemon. I don't remember seeing the game and thinking, oh, where's blah blah blah. So yeah, expect some non-regional Pokemon too. Sounds good. How many non-regional Pokemon did you see? Deerling was one of them. I swear I saw Trico there too. Are there going to be any new Pokemon that existed back in early Sinnoh, but not when Dominant Pearl took place? Also, is the map the same size as the original Sinnoh games, or are there new areas? For the new Pokemon, I've not seen any other than the unarmed ESP. It's definitely a Pokemon, and I've never seen it before. Interesting. Considering the Ride or HM Pokemon, do they stay as blacked out shapes to imply it could be any Pokemon you are using, or do they ever look like actual Pokemon? An example of what I'm asking about is Surf in the old games. Related follow-up, can I ride Luxray? Oh no, the ride Pokemon, now called ESPs, are preset similar to Sun and Moon. This can change though. I wish I could say yes to the Luxray question, but I don't know. Haven't seen them be rideable. So pulling some stuff from your original post. When do they become a rival? How far does the race to Cornets start? After the professor gives you your starter and briefs the two of you about the main task, they become the rival figure. How many types of Pokeballs are in the game? Are there any new ones we haven't seen? I've seen a bug tester unlock the Great Ball, 2 so far confirmed, but you could safely assume that other popular balls like Ultra will return. I've actually done something on this in another video. I've never seen anybody talk about it, but in the leaks that came out, you can actually see like the Ultra balls and stuff in these leak screenshots. Assuming you didn't get to run around all the water areas yourself, I guess this means there's a town map-esque item. Are there any towns on it that we didn't see at all in Diamond Pearl Platinums, or landmarks that we only see ruins of? Thinking about Spiritomb's tower in particular. Good question. Correct, there's a map. Towns are blurred out until you discover them. I didn't get the chance to see all the towns on the map, but I did see a lot of water surrounding the island. I'm 110% sure Spiritomb's tower makes a return. Is each laboratory in a town, or are they just kind of out there? Labs can be found in some towns, once found near a town in the mountain range. Can you expand on this? It seems strange for a mainline game to forego the catch-em-all philosophy and promotional materials specifically say that you'll be mapping out the region's first Pokédex. Sure thing, the Pokédex is prevalent, however, it's really trumped by the main goal, finding out the Legend of Arceus. The Pokédex, to my knowledge, is a side hustle. That does, okay, that makes sense, I guess. Because in the mainline games, you know, the professor's focus is complete this Pokédex, get all the badges. So it seems like in this one, it's meet Arceus, complete the Pokédex. Who's the professor in Pokemon Legends Arceus? Daisugi? What the? Yeah, and that is a type of tree. What the heck? That would be so dope. That's actually cool. Wow, this one's specific. I guess we'll soon get your leaks confirmed or discredited by the upcoming trailer. See you soon. That's crazy if this is true. It's hilarious. Another guy asked a bunch of questions. Will we enter the distortion world? Most definitely. Haven't seen its interior yet. Does Pokemon interact with other Pokemon in the environment? Do they look lively or dull and lifeless? I've seen Bidoof walk over to trees to collect sticks, then they walk to the water and make dams. That's actually cool. Okay. Does the trainer climb with the help of Pokemon? If so, how? Yeah. Recruiting Poke Ride-like Pokemon, now called ESPs. Do berry trees return? Yes. Alright, so the rest of these are going to be out of order, so I kind of have to guess what 5, 6, and 7 are, but yeah, so skipping these. Is the Great Marsh present in the game? Yeah, not called Great Marsh, but it's similar. Are there group wild battles where multiple Pokemon attack you? Not that I've seen, but highly possible. What are some of the shops and services that we can have in the main town? Clothing, Pokecenter, Pokemart, all feudal. Hold on, are Pokemon centers and marts separate buildings? And if so, do they have loading screens, or are they like the Breath of the Wild buildings? Separate buildings, no loading screen at all. It's a change of lighting and camera position. Very fluid. Wow, nice. That's actually cool. Is Porygon in? Not that I'm aware of. No signs of Porygon. Are there other trainers? Yes. How fake of a leaker are you? Come on, guys. We all know this is fake. Believe as much as you want. See you in under a year's time. We have no reason to believe this, but let's go. There are places in the game that are parallel places in Diamond and Pearl. Question mark. Yeah, Great Marsh is present, but not named. Any chance of Pokemon Home? Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl connectivity? Highly likely, so I wouldn't confirm this, but yeah, it is highly likely. He's probably just saying this because of, like, why wouldn't it be? Not more because they've seen that or anything. It's just, it is highly likely, in my opinion. All right, so somebody asked a bunch of questions, and then they say, remind me later, I'm getting my nails done 5 hours ago. Will any characters from present day Sinnoh be there, except Don and Lucas? Nope. I saw an NPC that looked kind of similar to a relative of Barry, kind of like Palmer, but I think I'm overthinking it. And that is it for all the questions that this Reddit user answered, so I hope you all enjoyed. I don't know how long this is going to be. I did not expect it to be this long, but yeah, let me know what you all think. Let me know what your favorite thing is this person said down below, and I guess I'll see you guys on stream where we'll talk about this video and all that. So join the Discord down below if you haven't already, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on notifications, leave a like, and leave a dislike if you disliked, and let me know why, and I'll see you on the next video soon. Peace out.